Port and setup messages are the next steps in your product file creation journey. The Ports tab is for setting up your device's connection settings, or in what way your Alcorn McBride show controller will communicate with your external device. If the device we are creating a product file for can be controlled serially, check the serial box. This then opens up the baud, bit, parity, and stop bit settings. Change these to what your device needs them to be set at. Next, select the Ethernet box if your product file can be controlled via Ethernet. Here you can choose the default IP address, device port, source port, and connection type, either UDP, TCP client, TCP server, or Telnet. Later on, when the user is adding their device to WinScript Live, they can always go in and change the IP address and device port number. This is simply what value you would like the information to be pre-filled with. An important note: by checking the serial or Ethernet boxes, this allows the user in WinScript Live to choose a connection type of those that you selected here. If you don't select a connection type, such as we did not select MIDI, that connection type will not be selectable by the end user in WinScript Live. Here's a good place to remind you that as you set up your product file, it's best to limit the user to entering only information that would actually be interpreted correctly by the product. So for instance here, if the device cannot talk via MIDI, you don't want to select that box to open an option. This will keep product files clean and limit programming errors. The Setup Messages tab is next. 95% of the time, you will not need to use this tab. Some TCP protocols require a series of login messages to take place one time before the show controller can send commands to the device. These setup messages take place immediately after a TCP connection has been made. Telnet, for example, often specifies a username and password login process. We'll cover how to make login messages in a future lesson. For now, we'll skip this tab, as our projector will not need it.